Shakanyodaim Niyudo Jo San Gem Dam Aku Pujyom Jiponyodaim Niyudom Jo San Ge We have gathered today to observe our Shostuke monthly memorial service. This is our monthly service to remember friends and loved ones who have passed away in the month of August. They are Jun Asai, Fumiko Asano, Hidenori Asano, Moriyuki Egusa, Kenneth Kenzo Fuji, Toshiyuki David Fujishige, Fred Fukano, Chieno Fukushima, Isao Fukushima, Kenneth Takashi Fukushima, David Asao Fukuyama, Mitsuno Gondo, Wilfred Gotanda, Takashi Tak Hamamoto, Yoshi Hashimoto, Harue Helen Hayashi, Minoru Hayashi, Henry Okimoto Hayashino, Kima Higashi, Sadaki Higashi, Sawano Hiranaga, Akira Hirota, Lester Hori, Frank Inamasu, Richard Ingham, Fusae Inoue, Hideko Iwata, Ted Kamibayashi, Roy Tadaji Kamidoi, Marie Marianne Kaneko, Itono Kasa, Shizue Su Kawada, Yoshio Joe Kawada, Mika Komoto, Tomiko Kosugi, Ronald Tsugio Kurakazu, Nobuji Masai, Fanny Matsuda, Tamae Matsumoto, Hiroshi Matsumura, Fred Toshie Matsuno, Terry Matsuo, Thomas Miyai, Kenneth Sadakazu Morodomi, Hisakichi Muraoka, Shogo Muraoka, Isa Nishimura, Harold Nita, Warren Susumu Nita, Yukiko Nobo, Michael Nojiri, Matame Ogo, Reverend Masanori Ohata, Masaji Mac Oshita, Masaru Ryuto, Suzue Ryuto, Frank Goro Saga, Kenneth Saga, Kyoe Sagara, Okana Shiromizu, Megumi Sugi, Tom Toregoe, Fusanojo Tsujimoto, Alice Emiko Tsunekawa, Nobu Tsunomori, Ayako Ueda, Kaneo Ueda, Morimitsu George Ueda, Moriyuki Mo Ueda, Ao Yamoto Umino, Mary Ueda, Yoichiro Ueda, Yurino Uesugi, Chio Wakabayashi, Kazutoshi Watanabe, Hisayo Yada, Karo Toshio Yamada, Toshiko Yamamoto, Eileen Yamamura, Stanley Yamasaki, Susumu Yenokida, Hisae Yonekura, and Akitoshi Yoshida. We realized in the cherished memories of those we love and have lost, the impermanence of all the world is revealed. May the fragrance of the incense teach us the purity of our intentions. May the beauty of the flowers offered remind us of life's impermanence. May the lights that burn brightly on the altar lead our thoughts to Amida Buddha's light of wisdom and compassion. Please join me in Gasho. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namandabutsu, namandabutsu, namandabutsu. Okay, so we'll continue the service with the sutra chanting. And today, let's chant Jusege together. And Jusege can be found in our white service book. And this will be starting on page 95. And please come forward during the chanting to offer incense. Namandabutsu, 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 namandabutsu. Kagon chosegan Hishimu jodom Shigan fumanzok Seifu joshogak Kao muryoko Fuidai seishu Fusai shoppingu Seifu joshogak Kashi jobutsudo Myosho chojipo Kukyo mishomon Seifu joshogak Ryokujin shonen Joei shubongyo Shigumu jodom Ishoten nishi Jiniki and Daiko Fushomu saido Shoujo sankumyo Kosai shuyakunan Kai chiegen Meshikomoan Heisoku showakudo Tsudatsu zen shumon Koso manzok Iyodo jipo Nichiga 主重金天公無限一種解放像公正功徳を頂戴集中説法ししく供養一切仏具足習徳本金出上満徳意三害用両仏無下地通達未不詳感覚エリック投資最小尊志願や国家大勢の感動国書店人当地名ナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブがんにしくどく平等正罪道本の大心音量安ナマンダブツナマンダブツナマンダブツナマンダブツナマンダブツナマンダブツナマンダブツナマンナマンダブツナマンダブツOkay, at this time, if it's comfortable for you to do so, please stand for the Gatha, Tsuicho no Uta, verses 1 and 2, which can be found on page 222 on the service book, or in the service book, and this will be followed by the three treasures on page 2 of our service book. Three treasures. Hard is it to be born into human life. Now we are living it. Difficult is it to hear the teachings of the Blessed One. Now we hear it. If we do not deliver ourselves in the present life, no hope is there that we shall be freed from suffering and sorrow in the ocean of birth and death. Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in Buddha. May we all together absorb into ourselves the principle of your way to enlightenment and awaken in ourselves your supreme will. I take refuge in Dharma. May we all together be submerged in the depth of the doctrine and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in Sangha. May we all together become units in true accord in your life of harmony in a spirit of universal oneness, freed from the bondage of selfishness. Even through ages of myriads of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful doctrine. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of Tathagata's teaching. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. At this time, it's my pleasure to give the Dharma message for this morning. So good morning, everyone. And again, thank you so much for joining us as we gather for August Shostuke Hoyo. And of course, we take a moment to remember our loved ones who have passed away and our friends in the Dharma as well. And this monthly memorial service is encouraging us for a time of gratitude. Gratitude for their lives, gratitude for the conditions that allow us to be here together, and gratitude for the opportunity to reflect upon the Buddha Dharma. When we think about August, we are reminded that the long days of summer are hopefully beginning to shorten. The mornings and the evenings may carry just a hint of coolness, and just this morning I had my windows open to enjoy the nice fresh air. Soon the green leaves will begin to fade, and the heat will give way to hopefully nice autumn breezes. The world is always moving, and we know it's always changing. So Shinran Shonin in his writing reminds us that all things are impermanent and without the self. The blossoms scatter, the grass withers. We are like the morning dew or the evening mist, vanishing without a trace. When we see the seasons shift right before our very eyes, we're witnessing, of course, impermanence at work. This is not a gloomy truth, but rather a gentle reminder. Just as summer cannot hold on forever, our lives too are always moving, moment to moment. Every meeting contains within it the reality of parting from loved ones and our friends as well. Every birth already consists of the seed of even our own passing. And yet in the midst of this constant change, there is something that does not waver. We're reminded of the boundless compassion of Amida Buddha. Shinran Shonin, our founder, often describes this as Namu Amida Butsu, being the unchanging amidst change, the working of wisdom and compassion that embraces us just as we are, just where we are. Renyo Shonin, our 8th head priest of Jodo Shinshu Buddhism, wrote many letters to his followers, and he often reminded them that life in this world is like the flame of a candle in the wind, or a bubble on the water. How fleeting and how uncertain. But because we have met the truth of this teaching, there is nothing to fear in birth and in death. I think of this when August comes. The summer sun, as we know, is strong now, but soon it will fade. And in some way, even our own youth, our own health, and our days will, of course, eventually pass as well. But when we entrust ourselves to Amida Buddha's primal vow, when we say the Nembutsu, our hearts full of gratitude, we find a stability not even within our own power, but in the power of awakening that reaches us without discrimination. Sometimes the change of seasons brings this bittersweet feeling. We may remember loved ones who used to share these summer days with us. Perhaps we remember family trips, neighborhood gatherings, or just sitting together in the warm evening air. And their absence now feels sharper when the seasons change, of course. And this sentiment is really hitting home for me as well, as I feel the emotional but even some physical weight of my family's own recent losses. As I wrote in our Karma newsletter, our brother passed away in March of this year, which was followed by the passing of my Uncle Bill Kelly in May. Then one of my best friends lost her mother shortly after. Since March, I've assisted my sisters in making our brother's funeral plans, and I'm also assisting my Auntie Mary too with my Uncle Bill's upcoming service. We will also be observing memorial services for my Uncle Tom Shibata, my Uncle Henry Shibata, and our grandmother Haruko Shibata at the end of this month. Perhaps making arrangements and planning for these family funeral memorial services seems quote-unquote easy for me to do because I assist and support our temple families when they're faced with devastating losses of their loved ones too. However, this month, to be honest, feels a little harder. Maybe it's because we're observing all of these services so close together. Maybe it is the grief of these recent losses that are making it more difficult. And certainly it's because I just miss them. It is true. Thinking about our loved ones is truly bittersweet. I am saddened to think about them passing away. However, thinking about them floods my mind with memories of them as well. I think about my family members' physical characteristics, their personal characteristics, what made them uniquely special, and how they showed their love. All of this and my connection with them sustained me during their lifetime and continues to sustain me even after they have passed away. So again, I am reminded that in this light of the Nembutsu, these memories are not a source of sorrow alone. They are reminders of how deeply our lives are connected. Those who came before us, whose lives we honor today, are not gone into nothingness. They have returned to the boundless compassion for which we all come, and they continue to work to guide us towards this awakening as well. Renyo Shonin also wrote, "When we think on those who have gone before and realize that we too are moving forward toward the same destination, we naturally feel the Nembutsu arise. In this way, the change of seasons is a Dharma teaching in itself. It invites us to live with awareness and appreciation for this very moment. It encourages us not to take for granted the people in our lives right now. It turns our minds towards gratitude. Gratitude for those who gave us life, who nurtured us, who taught us, and shaped us who we are today." So as we stand between this bridge of summer and autumn, may we take the lesson of impermanence to heart, not to make us anxious or worrisome. Remind us that each moment is very, very precious. Each breath is rare. Each encounter is unrepeatable. In all of this, the Nembutsu is with us, steady, dependable, embracing us without fail. So as we remember our loved ones this morning, may we be inspired to live fully, appreciate deeply, and walk the path of Nembutsu with open hearts together. Please join me in Gassho. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namandabutsu, namandabutsu, namandabutsu. Okay, so we'll continue the service with the singing of the Gatha Ondoksan number 2, which can be found on page 197, and this will be followed by the Ekomon, or the closing meditation. Please stand if it's comfortable for you to do so. However, you may remain seated if that's more comfortable for you. Ondoksan 2, 197. Please join me in Gasho. May we all truly reflect with gratitude and humility on that which we have been allowed to receive through the teachings of the Buddha. May we always endeavor to listen intently with our fellow beings to the summoning voice of Amida Buddha, and together as one be born in Amida's pure land. With a radiant and boundless mind, may we each regard all living beings with loving kindness without limit. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. You may be seated. Okay. So again, thank you so much for joining us for this month's Shostuke monthly memorial service. And I'd like to call on Darlene Bagshaw to give this morning's announcements.
We would have had Reverend Candace do it. However, the beautiful notes that were typed out are sitting on my printer at home. So we're going to wing it this morning, and hope you have read the karma that came out. So on September 13th, Reverend Koe Umezu will be here for our fall seminar, Being Grounded in All Embracing Compassion. This is a seminar that will feature a continued discussion about Amidas, Buddhas, all embracing compassion, and how this informs us about inclusion and equity for all. It is on the 13th from 9 a.m. to 2:30. Suggested registration fee is $15 for adults, $10 for students 24 years of age and under. The registration deadline is September 8th, and you can contact the office for more information. The next one is our open house. We're going to bring back several years ago, probably a decade ago, I don't know if you remember, but Kathy Fujimori did an open house. And it was nice because it gave you an insight into all the affiliated organizations we have and activities we have. This is an event that is free of charge. We just want you to come. We want to make sure that you're all informed about what's going on here at the church and all the benefits that you receive as being part of our Sangha. The shrimp feed is on October 18th. This is $40. I think it's all you can eat shrimp, right? Yeah, so it's like the crab feed, but shrimp instead of crab. Okay, $15 for 10 and under. Reservations are due by October 3rd, so please make your reservations. Dharma School begins again on September 14th, the second Sunday in September. This is open to all preschool through high school seniors, and I believe Mike Shibata is in the foyer. If you have any questions, he's our superintendent. You can ask him. The BCA and the Northern California District are sponsoring the Yoga and Buddhism Workshop, September 26th through 28th. This will be in Sacramento at the Hard Rock. Is it the Hard Rock? Hard Rock. Registration, I think, was just confirmed at $250, but this includes a lot of stuff. You get your Friday welcome and reception, which includes food. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner buffet on Saturday, a karaoke party, a raffle with a pizza night, breakfast with a Sunday raffle, in addition to having Bob Matsueda teach his yoga class that is really, really good. And then Reverends Bob and Patty Oshita, Reverend Yuki Sugahara, and Reverend Noritake Imada will all be participating in the workshops. So I believe this is a really good event. We haven't done a district event like this in I don't know how long. So hopefully you can make time to make that trip up to Sacramento and join us. And again, Bob is an amazing teacher of yoga, and you don't have to do all those really weird positions. Don't worry about it. If you're a beginner, you're good. Okay? Book Club is taking a hiatus this month and will begin again on September 24th. If you don't have the link and are interested, please contact the office and Reverend Shibata. Thank you to everybody that helped at the bazaar. I know every face in this room was there in some capacity, whether you or bought or came to check it out. Really appreciate everything you did. And please look at the September Karma to see all the wonderful people that have helped us make this a successful event. We do continue with our fundraisers. Script is available every month. Remember, the holidays season will be on us before we know it. So if you want to order script for that, please do so. Mike can answer questions on that as well. We also have our giving tree. This has helped us afford a lot of projects at the temple that we just don't have the funds to do. Our operating budget is tough. It's tough to make the budget. You know, after the pandemic, everything changed. Costs went up and fundraising went down. So we do ask if you have a passion for a particular project. We have, let me see if I can find the categories. The lighting here, if you noticed, it got a little brighter in here because you don't see light bulbs out. That was helped out with this. There is a website upgrade that we're in the process of doing. Hopefully we'll be able to present you with a new and improved website. On-site security, if you feel safer here, it's because there are people on campus, there is security in the parking lot, at least. So that does cost money and impact our budget. We hope to improve our fences. We still have the burnt fence to repair. Exterior maintenance, these buildings are getting old. We need to maintain the wood and the paint, and there's lots there. And if you just want to donate to any of the causes or anything that might come up, there's also a non-specified fund. This is printed in every karma, so please check it out. Also, cans and bottles help the environment. Bring your recyclable cans and bottles, leave them under the carport right by the white bin, and YBA has taken over recycling for that. And Mike, you have more?
Correction on the Dharma Group. The first Dharma Group new term will begin on September 7th. Usually they begin on the Sunday after Labor Day. Since Labor Day is on the Monday, we will be meeting September 7th for our first service of New Year.
Are there any other announcements? Lindsay? That's it.
Okay, thank you, Darlene and Mike. So this concludes today's Shostuke Monthly Memorial Service. Thank you so much again for taking time out of your schedules to join us as you remember and honor your friends and loved ones. And if you haven't had an opportunity to come forward to offer incense, please do so, or please visit your loved ones and friends in the Nakotsudo as well. So thank you. Please enjoy the rest of your summer, and then we'll see you again soon. Thank you. Thank you.